Hi Grass Dragon, my name's Bruce Scott. I work with Laomi in Destined to Create, helping local businesses get more targeted, qualified leads for their business online through marketing, advertising, and managing their online presence. What I'm going to do today is go over your website, talk a bit about what we do, and talk about the importance and some things that you could start doing right away to get more exposure for your business online. So the analogy I always like to use to explain a website and the importance of ranking highly for your search terms in your niche, in your market, is thinking of your website like a billboard. So you have a nice site here. The time and money or whatever you may have invested in this, you want a return on. So you're a business. That's your goal, right? You also want to inform your customers, but the main goal I would suggest is to bring in new clients that haven't seen you before. And how do you do that? First, by having a nice site and getting exposed to traffic. So back to the billboard analogy, if you have a nice billboard but you put it on a backcountry road, you just wouldn't do that. That would be crazy. But what I'm saying is to think of it as your website, you're doing the same thing if you're not taking advantage of ranking highly for main search terms, for example, like Vancouver landscaping. If you're not here, then you're missing a lot of traffic and a lot of customers, and there's customers coming here every day, hundreds if not thousands coming here every day looking for you, and unfortunately they're finding someone else and booking business with them. So that's a good way to take a look at it and really highlight the purpose of what you're trying to do with the website and what we do for our clients. So what are the best ways to do that, to rank higher and get exposed to this traffic, get your billboard on the main highway and off of the back roads? The first way I'll mention, and probably the most significant, is having a lot of strong content. So think of a random word you want to search. You go on Google and you look for it, you're likely to see a website no matter what you searched, and that is Wikipedia. So why does Wikipedia come up for almost any search term? It's because they provide unique, authoritative, keyword-rich content on pretty much any given subject that you can think of. And for that reason, Google knows that its users, the users of the search engine, will be happy with the result that it gets. So it ranks it higher, because Google's job is to provide relevant information to its customers, because it wants people coming back. It wants people to think. If somebody doesn't know something, Google wants you to think, oh, well, I'll just Google it. They don't want you to think, oh, I'll Bing it or I'll Yahoo it. No, they want you to Google it, because they get almost all their businesses, the foundation of their business is off the advertising that they can run with all the traffic they get through their search engine. So what you want to do, your goal should be to make your site like the Wikipedia of your services in your market. So Google has no chance, and people searching for your search terms, example being Vancouver landscaping, have no chance not to see your site because it's such a strong content provider. And what do I mean by that? Speaking about what your services are. So I'm not saying you don't do that, but elaborating more and more. So commercial services, residential services, highlight the difference between these two. What's unique to the Vancouver market in each of these different areas? I'm just rambling off the top of my head now, but you could talk about so many things that you know a lot about that other people don't. So you can inform people, and Google loves that. And in turn, you'll rank higher. And it's not about spamming keywords. It's not about just writing a bunch of junk, plagiarizing other sites. Google's going to pick up on those things. It's going to know if your site was written by a monkey at a typewriter. You want to have well thought out, good copywriting, unique content on your subject. And being that you're a business owner in the market, that's definitely something you could do. And if you don't want to do it, you can outsource it to somebody else. But that's something you've got to do to compete with everyone else and become the Wikipedia of your market. So I really hammered that home because it's so important. I'll move on to the second tip, which is ranking higher in the local listings. So if you're not already in the local listings, getting listed with Google Local is free, pretty easy to do. And once you do, you come up on the map. And what's more important than getting listed, just like what's more important than having a website, is making it rank higher in those listings. So the top, over 80% of all the traffic is coming through these top 3 local listings and these top 3 organic listings. You know, if I don't know who to go to and I'm just looking for a business online, good bet is I'm probably going to end up calling and booking business with one of these top few. You know, I'm not going to dig through to page 6 of the results. I'm probably not even going to go to page 2. So really getting up here is important. Now, to do that again, I'll get back to the actual tip, which is using citations. So a citation is your business's name, address, and phone number listed across the internet, consistently in the same format and everything, so Google can pick it up. A good source of these would be directory sites like Yelp, is an example, or Yellow Pages, or having a Facebook account for your business, having a Twitter account, having a Pinterest account, having an Instagram account. All of these, make an account for your site, make them, again, have content, make it a good provider of information, and then cite your business's name, address, and phone number. Google will see that when people search for something and they're analyzing all these sites. Who am I going to rank higher? I'm going to rank the business higher that's listed more across the internet, because they're obviously relevant. You know, if you're not listed across the internet, you're probably not very relevant, so they're not going to rank you very high. So it's like a popularity contest, which brings me to the third point: backlinking. So a backlink is another website linking to your website, and again, this is sort of the main premise that Google is built on, being that if you are looking to rank higher and another popular site links to yours, Google's going to see that when it's analyzing, doing the searching, and it'll say, well, these guys have to be more relevant because other people are talking about them, and not just talking about them, but actually linking to their web page. So again, it's important to know with this, just like in a popularity contest, you want the other popular kids in the group to be talking you up. You don't want some nobody not talking you up, because there's no relevance in that. So my point being, I could put up a website in 10 minutes on screen here and link to your site a bunch of times, but there's going to be little to absolutely no value in that. If not, it might actually be harmful to your site. So what's important isn't just the quantity of backlinks you're getting, but also the quality of them. So getting strong sites that already have authority built and trust built with the search engines, and getting them to link to your site is very valuable, and that's something that's definitely doable. And as you can see here, you have it looks like one backlink and a bit of citation. So boosting these up is a huge plus. Let's take an example here. So let's open these guys up. So this is one of your competitors that's ranking highly. Pretty nice site, good content, and we'll take a look at some of their own metrics here. So they have over 200 backlinks, and citation flow is this isn't the best indicator of citations. A good way is to type in their business's name, address, and phone number in quotations in Google, and it'll come up with all of their listings across the internet, basically, as long as it's consistent with what's in the quotations. So with that said, and again, don't panic if you see 200. That doesn't mean you need 200 strong backlinks, because like I had mentioned, it's also quality, not just quantity. So there's a good chance that not every 211 of these is super high quality. So getting just a few really strong ones could be just as powerful as hundreds of really weak ones. So I mean, you don't have to think you need the full 200. So those are the main 3 things I wanted to cover today. I hope that was useful for you, and gives you some actionable steps to take, and even something that you can call and talk to us more about if you're interested. We could talk more strategy of how to position your business across the internet and search engines. So I mean, there's multiple approaches you can take. You could, obviously you want to rank for your main keywords, but you can rank for smaller services and niches within your business. You can rank for multiple areas, so rather than just the big city of Vancouver, ranking your site or even additional sites or digital properties across smaller areas around the city, so Burnaby, West Vancouver, so that if somebody searches for landscapers specifically there, you're coming up. So not just Vancouver, but every little area and every little business niche, and in that way you're essentially blanketing Google and just totally dominating the market that way, and you get insane amounts of traffic. So yeah, that's all I got for you today. I won't keep you any longer. I rambled on a bit. I hope you found this useful, and if you want to learn more, Laomi or I would be happy to talk to you further about services we offer and talk about your business strategy, where you are now, where you want to be, and hash out a strategy to get you where you want to be. So thanks for your time and have a great day.